and woman. Get the fuck out, loose. You ain't welcome anymore. Get the fuck out, loser. We ain't selling you no more. Back the fuck up. Move the fuck out. Back the fuck up. Move the fuck out. Back the fuck up. Move the fuck out. Back the fuck up. We ain't selling you no more. Back the fuck up. Move the fuck out. Back the fuck up. Move the fuck out. Back the fuck up. Move the fuck out. Back the fuck up. Move the fuck back. It's me. Can't you see the baddies coming through? Can't you hear the baddies coming through? Can't you see the baddies coming through? Can't you hear the baddies coming through? Can't you see the baddies coming through? Can't you hear the baddies coming through? These niggas act the fool, I guess that's what the fatty do. And I'm ready for whatever, I don't gotta pick and choose. Bitch, move. Can't you see the baddies coming through? Bitch, move. Can't you hear the baddies coming through? Bitch, move. Can't you see the baddies coming through? Bitch, move. Can't you hear the baddies coming through? Bitch, move. 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 Can't you see the baddies coming through? Bitch, move. Can't you see the baddies coming through?
Oh, hey. Hi, everybody. Hey, babe.
Hey, baby, what's going on?
Nothing. Oh, I was over here just grooving to that song. Bitch, move.
Just girl. Let me do a quick announcement before we get knee deep into this. So for all of those joining over on Say Like Podcast, after about 10 minutes of this live being up, it will be shut down on my end, and everybody will be directed to come over to Raw B's live. If you already seen in the chat, I've already put a link pinned to Raw B's live. So make sure y'all join on this side. Like I said, 10 minutes after we start this show, I will be shutting my end down. We'll be continuing over on Raw B's. So now that we got that out the way, good morning / good night.
Good morning. Good night. I love your nighttime voice.
Thank you. And also, I do want to let everyone know this will be an open panel. So we will be dropping the link very soon. But first, we got to get our introductions out the way. So good morning to Drip. Drip is in the building. What's poppin', Drip? Good morning also to Stormy. Thank you for stopping on by, Stormy. Good morning, good night, as she says. And then Smitty is in the building as well with the Peace 100 strong salutes with the flowers. So shout out to you, Smitty. Appreciate you. Also, I need to be dropped. I need to be pinning. Can you pin both of our cash apps and on your side, baby?
I think I could do that.
Really appreciate that. Also, we are monetized on both of our channels. So make sure y'all go ahead and hit that super chat button if y'all want to show your love or if you want to show your support directly to the channels. Make sure you go ahead and hit that cash app. But now that we got that out the way, have y'all heard the news lately? I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but let me just go ahead and give y'all a little bit of quick rundown. So for quite some time, music artist Safaree has been labeled a deadbeat baby daddy. And I know a lot of dudes, not just on this app, but also, in the public space, have been always saying that, we tired of being labeled this, or, we good fathers and we going through a lot. Trust and believe me, I can be one who can sift that claim and say, listen, I don't give a fuck what the hell my baby mama saying. I know good and hell well I'm a damn good dad. But
And
thank you, baby. That label deadbeat gets thrown around so much, and that's the only thing that's been said. Oh, he's a deadbeat. He's this. Well, guess what? Safaree has put out his own little piece where he said, well, y'all only heard their side. Now it's time for y'all to hear my side.
Child, Safaree said, start spreading the news. Y'all gonna stop tripping today because Erica Mena's crazy. Yes, she is. Oh my God. Oh.
Hey, Almond's in the building. What's going on, Almond? Appreciate you stopping by. All right, so in about 6 minutes, I'll be shutting down my live. So make sure y'all click on that link that's pinned at the top of my chat on the Say Like Podcast side. Come on over here to Raw B side. But before you do, make sure you drop that like and that share. Definitely appreciate that. All right. Stormy says she a whole lot of bitter baby mama. They exist, and I'm not trying to talk down on the single mothers out there or the baby mothers out there or the soon to be single mother baby mothers out there. But listen, some of y'all just got to come on into the light, and you got to come correct and listen. We just got to point it out for what it is. Not every father is a deadbeat father. Sorry, I hate to be the one to tell you the bad news, but not every good mother is a good mother. Not every good father is a good father. Some of y'all are just legit bitter people. Rex, what's going on, G? Appreciate you stopping on that. All right, baby. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and take over the rest of the epilogue, and then I'm gonna go ahead and work some things on the back end, and we're gonna get ready to get this show started. But remember, y'all, this is an open panel, so if you do decide to come on up, make sure you please are following the terms and services of YouTube and the guidelines, so we can make sure that we can continue to keep bringing y'all wonderful content like this, and y'all can go ahead and be a part of it because we all family over here. Much love and appreciation. Go ahead, baby, you got it.
Amen, amen, amen. Now, you guys, also, I want you to make sure you go and subscribe to LV the Showman. On November 3rd, we will be voting for Queen of the Sector. Okay, Queen of the Sector. And your girl is in the running, so make sure you guys come over and support. But you guys, Safaree and Erica Mena have had a whirlwind romance, okay? They have been going through it, all up and through it for years. They have met each other on Love and Hip Hop New York, and Erica Mena has been the belle of the ball, okay? Erica Mena has been giving us dramatics ever since she started in social media platforms. Honey, she's been a lesbian. Oh, thank you, Stormy, for the super sticker. She's been a lesbian. She's been involved with multiple people. She was involved with Bow Wow, and then she got with Safaree. Now, everybody knows in the early late teens, 2020s, Safaree's eggplant was leaked all over social media. Okay, and he was working with what he was working with, and that got Erica Mena in the tizzy. She was like, ooh, yes, I got to have it. There's been some allegations of him messing with, other cast members from Love and Hip Hop, New York, Miami, and everywhere else. And anyway, Erica Mena and Safaree got married. They had a couple beautiful, gorgeous, gorgeous babies. And Safaree said, enough is enough. Nuck if you buck. And he done came through, honey. If y'all ain't know, he got a YouTube channel. And baby, he done told his story, honey. So what we're going to do is we're going to review what he had to say.
Yeah. We have not seen any of the content yet.
Blind reaction.
Blind reaction, baby. Blind reaction. My baby called me. I was laid out getting some good sleep. And wait, baby, what'd you say when you called me?
I said, we got action.
We got action.
Get up.
Right. Get your ass up. We got to talk about this. All right, we got to cover it. We definitely have to cover it. So before we hit our 8-minute mark, I need everyone, the 17 people that are watching, I need everyone to go ahead and drop a 1 in the chat. Be greatly appreciated. Engagement is the key. So be active participants in this whole entire thing. If you're not joining the panel, then make sure you live in the chat. If you live in the chat, support the show. But if you're going to come up on the panel, just remember, like I said, just make sure you're following the terms of services, YouTube guidelines. Be respectful of the channel so you won't get terminated or downed. So with that being said, baby, any last warnings before we get, because we ain't seen none of this yet. I don't know if it's gonna get hot and heavy. I don't know if it's gonna get wet and steamy. What we working with?
Well, first of all, we're going to show Stormy some love for the super sticker.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to remind you guys that we do have challenges coming up Friday night at about 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're doing a birthday party extravaganza. I will be taking shots. The liquor is to be determined. If Sal comes up here, he might do spicy challenge on my birthday. You never can tell. And for the love of the super sticker, we're going to show this love. Oh, you gonna show ghost peppers? Ghost peppers only? Aw, hell.
$100. $100. All right, y'all got about 30 seconds before I shut it down on my side. So make sure y'all click that link that's pinned at the top of my chat. Come on over to Raw B stream because I will be shutting it down in about 20 seconds. So you got 20 seconds to get over here. Chaos Rain Show says, Happy Earth Day, Raw B.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Oh, nice. I'm sorry. Go ahead, baby.
Hey, Nightish. Now she was on baddies. Ooh, it's me. Can't you see the baddies coming through? Child, listen. Hey, Nightish. Hey, Nightish. All right, so let's begin.
So how do I shut it down on my side really quick? Do I just need
I
to?
got you.
Okay, yeah, just shut it down on my side. Hey,
Bye.
Nigel. I'm sorry. Hey, Nigel. Yeah, so over to Say Like Podcast. See y'all later. Come on over. Say it like, and come on now. No captivity with Freezy is in the building. What's going on, my brother? Hey, and you know what? Many prayers and blessings to you and your family. I hope everything is going good or down there while y'all dealing with that over there. So make sure y'all send a prayer out and blessings out to my man's no captivity with Freezy and his family. We are praying for a safe and blessings to all of you.
Yes. Did you put my link in your description bar? Drop it in your chat. Spam it in your chat a couple times.
Okay, I'll spam your side in my chat before I shut it down. All right.
And prayers to everybody dealing with the hurricane, the fallout. Make sure you guys reach out to Citizens. I think Citizens is giving a lot of money. There are a couple of content creators that have been sharing good information on ways to access funds during this hurricane fallout. I know FEMA hasn't been the best of help to people. So, reach out. There are organizations. Google is your friend. No problem, Freezy. No problem. All right. So, everybody in Cellular Chat, we will see you over on my side. Thank you for joining us. Okay.
And also, this is open panel. So let me go ahead and drop the StreamYard link. And bam.
Okay.
All right. The StreamYard link is dropped. Make sure you pin it to the top of your chat, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's going to take away the. Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to add this to the stage. Like I said, if y'all want to come up, y'all can come up. It's no problem. So, hooey, let's go ahead and pull this beautiful bean footage up. It's a piece of work. I'm just letting you know right now because we have not seen none of this. So let's go ahead and get started. Ready?
Child, I watched like 5 seconds of it. I was like, nope. Let me get my paper.
Let's get this thing going.
Okay.
Now is that what's her name? Erica? Erica Mena?
Yes, Erica Mena. Yes, yes.
So that's Erica Mena right there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He looks stressed. He looks stressed out, baby.
He does look stressed out, but it's the dramatic intro for me. It's the heartbeat of it all. I'm just like, wait.
Yeah. Well, let's hear what he got to say.
I don't even know where to start. But I'm putting everything out there because the fact that people, even whether you know me or not, there still has to be like a certain level of common sense when it comes to just being a judge of character. And this has nothing to do with TV at all, none of that. Like this is real life because kids are involved. And this deadbeat narrative, it's like it's just so jarring to me. It does give me a headache sometimes, but then I'm pretty good at just brushing things off. But people who know me and especially know my situation, they're like, yo, how long are you gonna stay quiet? And I just, I be sparing people. And then at the same time, it's like, yo, it's nobody's business. But I feel like everybody just feels like they know my business, and if it's reported, it's news, and that it's the truth and it's real. But I'm pretty sure that there's some men out there who can relate to this. And when it comes to being a father in a co-parenting situation where somebody wants to have full control of every single thing and they can't have control,
I'm just letting you know right now, listening to this brother talk, this hits home for me. Reason it hits home for me, and baby, you've been a witness to some of these conversations that I had. He sounds just like me.
And it's crazy because a lot of these women are out here down bad. Sisters, y'all is not. Like, there are some men out here that are not good fathers. This is true. True indeed. But when y'all got good dads, like, what are y'all doing for real?
I can tell you from experience, and I'm not doxing myself for putting myself out there, but baby, you've been a witness to quite some of it. But just like I've been telling, just like some of my family members have been witnessing with my children, and you know how old my youngest is, and you know how old my oldest is. But that whirlwind, that confusion, that turmoil, that bullshit, when you're dealing with this on a scale that is immeasurable, words cannot describe how one feels going through this shit. And I'm only speaking from experience. I'm sorry, managed experience. It is a fucking crazy cycle to work through. But I I am just the average man. Safaree's what? Millionaire, multimillionaire, songwriter, producer, performer. It ain't no different. And I dare yet even quote, not quote, but I want to point light to Tyrese. But Tyrese's situation is crazy. But just listening to him speak, man, yeah, it's some bullshit in the water. So, but that's all I got for right now. What you got, baby?
I just want to hear what he has to say.
All right, well, let's finish listening to what he got to say.
it's just not going to be a easy transition, especially when the other person is just used to it being one way or very controlling or still wanting the whole family dynamic, and it's not there anymore. But I love my kids, and it's gotten to the point that I have to put myself first, because I'm either going to end up in jail or worse, because I'm dealing with someone whose anger management is just non-existent. When I first moved to Florida, I remember.
Oh shit! Wait a minute, I'm not even paying attention. He's showing little small clips in between him speaking. Can I go back a little bit?
Yes.
What the hell?
First, because
AD2.
I'm either going to end up
D2 was good.
in jail or
What
worse,
the hell?
because I'm dealing with someone whose anger management is just non-existent. When I
Damn.
moved to Florida, I remember I got a 2-bedroom condo, and the first time I had my kids come over there after my divorce, and I started the whole visitation, and having my kids for the days I was having them. When my kids first came over in my condo, it made me so depressed, because I was like, yo, I felt like they were so confined, and I didn't feel good about it. And I said, yo, I gotta get a house. I need a house. I can't have my kids running around in this condo and hurting themselves, and it just not being a fit to raise two children in a co-parenting setup. And I found my house. And I'm gonna be all the way blunt and straight up with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I got this house because of my kids. I got this house for my kids. Seeing my kids be here running around, it's the best feeling, you know? You know, when you have children with somebody who at the end of the day
He's a demon.
It shouldn't even have happened, because I should have just noticed certain things when it came to parenting. You know, when you're with someone for 3 years and they have a child, and you probably saw the child 3 to 4 times because the child was put off to go live with somebody else. And, you kind of look past it when you don't have kids or you're not thinking about that. I never even was like, yo, why doesn't your son live here? And then when you finally get to have a conversation with the son and find out why, it's crazy,
Really quick. So he's talking about her son that she already has?
Yes, when she first came on Love and Hip Hop, she came with a baby.
Oh, man. Okay.
Imagine speaking to a child who's of age and knows what's going on. He's 16 years old. And he says, if I ever had to live with my mother, I would kill myself.
Damn.
What?
And he says, if I ever had to live with my mother, I would kill myself.
That's insanity.
I wouldn't make that up, And it sucks that I gotta really just run this down because of this smear campaign and somebody who gets such a high on just talking about me and picking and choosing what kids you want to, have in the forefront and get whatever extra attention you get off of it, So I kind of just looked past certain things and thought that, maybe I could help and make things better. But when you aren't with somebody and it doesn't work out and the two of you are just
come on, man,
in a weird space. And
see, this is what pisses me off, right? And listen, I might piss a few people off with what I'm about to say, but I really don't care. You doing this shit in front of the kids. Ain't no motherfucking way. Ain't no motherfucking way. This shit should be interrelationship problems. I would say intermarital, but interrelationship problems, parental problems should not be displayed in front of the fucking kids. And I've been in this situation, baby. You know about what situation.
Language, babe.
I'm sorry, my bad. You know how I am about this, though. So there's no excuse. Do they? Black Beauty says, do they think about these kids when they do these stupid ass lies? Both are wrong. Well, Black Beauty,
I don't think that he's wrong. I don't think that he's wrong when she's been spreading the narrative that he's a deadbeat father. I don't think that he's wrong when it's gotten to this point that she's physically assaulting him in front of their 2 extremely minor children. We're looking at possibly a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. He's on the phone with the police. We've also seen her traumatize her own children by trying to break things in her house thus far, trying to push and attack him. Children should not see violence within their home. And women have to stop covering other women, especially when it comes down to things like this. This is giving signs of narcissism. And what example is this setting for the children? You see her daughter sitting there in the yellow. So now her daughter is going to think that it's okay to just go into the, your child's father's home and be abusive, because is this what was happening during their marriage? And that's why they're divorced now. What is her son going to think? Her son is going to think that it's okay for women to put their hands on them, and that's acceptable behavior? Absolutely not. I'm sorry, I am not that girl. Like, I rock with my sisters to a degree. When it starts to affect the children, when it's toxic behaviors, no, especially when these same women run around and purport this message that they are the victims. They're the one being victimized. They're not getting any help. They're not getting any money, this, that, and the third. No, it's not okay.
No, it ain't okay, because what you're doing is you are instilling trauma, and I'm doing my best to follow terms of services of guidelines. You are instilling trauma into those children, which has a long lasting effect. Stormy's comment says, agree. Was he inching near the door and she pushed him back inside? Yes. And with all due of what I'm about to say, with all due respect, he could have pushed past her and went out that door. But then if he pushed past her, now he's abusive, right? I'm speaking from the position of a black man who's been through things like this. If you do anything physically versus this girl, you have to see, this is the mindset that us as black men has to have. If the police get called, right? Excuse me if I turn up a little bit, but if the police get called, they're not coming to ask questions. They come in with cuffs. And 9 times out of 10, they're coming at the male. You see what I'm saying? So if he would have pushed past her, and even though there's cameras in the house, if she would have called the police, they would have came up and he would have been labeled the aggressor. Thank you, Storm. So speaking from this position, especially because you're doing this in front of children, what type of example are you setting for your children, for your daughter that's right there, for your son that's right there? How, in what degree and or regard is there going to be any type of respect? Don't get me started. Go ahead, baby.
I really have no idea what is going on. I'm just going by what I see right now and what he said about the son. I'll sit back and watch this till I know what is actually going on. I'm judging too soon. No, that's fine. I mean, this is pretty jarring content that we're doing tonight. And if he would have pushed past her, he would have been seen as the aggressor. So it's a lot going on. And, we always give women, the benefit of the doubt, the open ear. He's providing video proof as well as giving his story. I mean, I think this is a really smart way to document her behavior for any further court proceedings in the future. Go ahead, love, press play.
All right, cool. Before I press play, I just went to Google and I just typed in Erica Mena and I just typed in Safaree, and I'm just looking at article after article, allegation after allegation. He's a deadbeat. He's a this. He's that. He's abusive. He's this. He's that.
Everything is a fight, especially in front of the kids. Like, I'm not going to subject myself to that. My kids have.
Look at it. Look at this. Look at his childish behavior in front of the children. You're throwing stuff
in front of the kids. Like, I'm not going to subject myself to that.
You're knocking stuff on the floor. He's on the phone with the police, and she's doing all of this. Look at the little girl right there.
My kids have never, ever seen me upset. My kids have never heard me yell.
You're dead to me. Yeah, you are too. You is dead. You're gonna leave me more than I need you. No. Before I need you. Remember that. Nice flow, Linda. Yeah, go ahead. You too, bitch.
Is that the grandmother? She talking like that in front of the kids?
Go ahead.
Now, remind you, this comes on the heels of Safaree putting in a petition to the court to lower child support.
Yep.
Her making allegations that he only sees them 16 out of 365 days. And my message to the women, if your child's father only sees your child a few times out the year, guess what? Let's be adults. Let's be classy based And let's not make the time that, the children do spend with their parents tumultuous and traumatizing. Because the reality is, a good parent should realize if your child is not spending that much time with the child, then the time that they have with the child, time that the child has with the other parent, is even that more important and special because they've been missing their parent. But let's continue.
This situation right here.
I know. You're doing good. You're doing good, though. You're doing good, though. You're doing good. You're doing good. Press play.
Because your other two kids are going to be miserable just like you.
Ooh.
Now, also don't excuse what that grandmother just did, if that is the grandmother. Don't be talking about them kids like that. Like I'm a very big proponent on respect, right? One, I'm not going to disrespect my children's mother in front of them, even no matter how much she disrespect me. Nah, if you try to come at me a certain type of way, ain't no kids around. Look, you better back the fuck. You better back the hell up. Nah, you acting like that in front of the kids, I would even check my own family. Hey, watch how you talking in front of my children. You understand me? Don't do that. I don't speak like that in front of my children. You're not about to speak like that in front of my children. I don't care if you my mother, father, brother, sister, cousin. It don't make me a difference. Watch your mouth in front of my children. Even with D2 Premier says, number one reason I don't want kids. Thank you, God. I made it to 27 with no kids because I will be on Channel 5. I understand that, D2, but listen, I'm going to just try to be the voice of reason on this one. You can have children with someone who you can have a full relationship and have children with someone who you think you will spend the rest of your life with, or who you think that you laying down with to make children with, or you can be out there and make an accident. This is why you need to be better prepared. Wear a condom. Don't abstain from meaningless sex. I'm a real big behavior of NYC women, rough girls. Listen, what's up? Why? Let me just be. Listen, we get into situations that we find ourselves in, and at the end of the day, once children get introduced into the picture, you find out some things about some people, and behaviors start coming out. So I'm gonna push play because I can go on for forever about this.
Jerk off! Your head! Your head! Your head! All because of you! All because of you! All because of you!
I don't argue. That's just not in me. But, on the other hand, the other side, they don't operate or think the way I do. And when I have my kids and someone is pretty much trying to police and parent and watch every single thing I'm doing and call, oh, who's there? Well, what's going on? It's just so unhealthy, so excessive, to the point where it just creates a lot of issues. You can't pick and choose when it's okay to say, okay, the kids are good. And then if we're not, in a good space, then it's an issue. I've taken my kids to Jamaica. If I was such a bad parent, nobody's gonna let a man take the kids to Jamaica by myself. I didn't have no help. And I don't want a biscuit for it. I did it, It just creates such a level of toxicity that it's better to just be like, you know what? I'm going to deal with this through the courts. And when this thing gets sorted out, how it's supposed to be sorted out, then, okay, we'll figure it out. So for the past, few months, that's what I've been dealing with when it came to, looking for lawyers and just trying to figure out this whole thing, because my original standing order for this child support and the visitation and all of that, everything, it originated from Georgia. We moved to Florida. When we moved to Florida, everything has to get transferred over. It just got transferred over this week. So now I get to find out what this new setup is going to be, because I refuse to go to her house to pick up the kids. I refuse. I'm not.
Yes. Listen. I'm real calm about this one.
Mm-hmm.
If I physically, emotionally, mentally cannot be around you, I will send you a text message, which I will send you under advisement. I will send you a text message until you meet me at the police station. If you don't want to meet me at the police station, then guess what? I will see you in court. I hate to be the one to say this, but at the end of the day, guess what? I'm not about to be a pushover just so I can be your punching bag. Sorry. It is what it is. Because I would rather breathe free air than to breathe jail air or prison air. Don't get me started. Go ahead, baby.
I mean, honestly, I don't think that there's anything wrong with what you're saying because, God forbid, my son has a baby with someone out of wedlock, or even if they get married and they are going through a tumultuous situation, I'm going to try to be the go-between for the situation. And if the woman is unruly with me, then yeah, I'm going to advise the same thing. Go to the police station. A lot of these women are tripping, and a lot of women crazy because they think they could just put their hands on men and that's okay. And I keep telling women, y'all not really built like that, for real, for real. So if you put your hands on somebody within the letter of the law, they could put their hands back on you. And it's going to be equal force and it's going to be self-defense. So while I know that DV rates are very high and DV is a serious, serious thing, I also know that people are antagonistic. And a lot of people hit because they think it's okay for them to hit because they have a vagina. It is not okay for any human being to put their hands on any human being, period. Keep your hands to yourself and use your words, especially when little people are involved, because this is when we see children going to school and then they have a high instance of fighting within the school. They have behavioral issues. You'll have extended bedwetting. They'll have issues with nutrition. They won't want to eat. They don't really start to communicate their emotions. They hide a lot of stuff, and they are extremely traumatized watching you, the parents, doing this. And as the mother, women, y'all not gonna like this. Y'all gonna be real mad at me when I say this. You're held to a higher standard because you've pushed these little people out of your body. So you have to understand how to control your emotions. And if the situation is toxic, you got to suck that ish up and learn how to get away, because they didn't ask to be here and you did not have to have them. And since it's your body, your choice, and you chose them, then no, the majority of your feelings don't really matter. They don't. And I know a lot of people run around in here and they say, well, moms have to be happy in order for kids to be happy. This is true. However, if you're a mother, you wallow in a mile of bullshit before you ever let it touch your kids.
Preach.
That's just my take on it.
I'm gonna tell you like it is. Again, I'm not gonna put no information out about myself. Do the best I can not to do so. But Truckee L says I had to do this myself. So much BS trying to spend time with your kids. Even that didn't work. Drama there too. Listen, let me just tell you something straight up, man. Like, to spend time with my children, I'm not about to be your punching bag. It's just not happening. I don't know what other way to say it. And as far as to fathers, I can speak to fathers. To mothers, I leave that to Raw. To fathers, bro, you don't have to be a pincushion, a punching bag, a sacrificial goat. None of that. Listen, you ain't got to. Some people probably about to get mad when I say. I've had even family members get mad at me for what I'm about to say, but I don't care. Because what I'm not about to do is end up in the emergency room or end up in cuffs or end up in jail or end up in court just because I didn't do what it is that you wanted me to do. No, to hell with you. I come see my children. I was trying to come see my children whenever I wanted to, but because I wouldn't give you sex, or because I didn't want to be in a relationship with you, or because I didn't want to hear what you had to say, especially when you're being disrespectful to me in front of my children. No, it ain't about to happen like that. See, what's about to happen is, since you want to attack me, I'm going to handle you the best way I think I can. And that is, if I had, call it what it is, man. I don't care. People want to say, oh, you a man, you shouldn't be running to the court. Well, if I handle it the way that I usually handle things, then I'm gonna end up in jail. So guess what? Under advisement, I'm gonna handle you where it hurt the most. I'm gonna see you in court. Oh, you gonna take me to court? That's a weak man. That's a weak man move. Call it whatever you want. I may be considered. Hey, Rita, what's going on? Rita running is in a. What's going on? But call me what you want. I would rather see you in court than to see my children from the other side of some bars because you want to act the whole fool. Because at the end of the day, whatever you do to me, they ain't coming for you. But if I put my finger on you, that prosecutor is gonna come to the door themselves, knocking on the door. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, we want to speak to Mr. Will. Hey, what's Mr. Will? Yeah, we want to report. Oh, okay. Yeah, we got to report. Okay, cool. We need you to come with us down to the station. Well, what the hell?
Put your hands behind your back. Turn around.
Yeah. So guess what? I'm not about to argue with you. I don't care how many times you call my phone. I don't care how many times you text me. I don't care how many voicemails you leave. And if you pull up to my house, guess what? I was talking crap about a young man, but you know what? I'm gonna have to go ahead and give him a little bit of grace. Go ahead and go down there and get you that PPO.
Shut up.
Stay away from my house. I ain't playing. Stay away from my house. I'm being serious.
I know, but this is the thing. I need men to understand this, and I'm gonna rip the Band-Aid off. Y'all, a lot of men, especially on social media, say, well, the court system is biased towards women. To a degree it is, because women are the ones that are going to court and filing these papers, because y'all are hit in your ego when you go to court to file paperwork for your children. And I need men to, put your big boy britches on, go down to the courthouse and handle your business. You could do more damage with a pen than you could do with your money. You could do more damage with a pen than you could do with your hands. You could do more damage with a pen than you could do with anything else. And another thing to these women, see, women like Erica Mena are really the problem in the society. They've had children with multiple men, and the one child's father is probably the bottom of the barrel, ain't doing nothing for the kids, or isn't doing as much as she thinks that he should be doing for the kids because she's lazy and she doesn't want to get out there and grind for her kids on her own and actually raise them and take care of them. So when she has a man that is doing well in life, she's trying to attach herself to his wealth to take that money and spend on the kids that is not being taken care of by the first man. Now, ladies, stop doing that. Let's stop doing that. Because first of all, to be very honest and quite transparent, nobody is responsible for your children but you. If you have messed up and had a child with a man and he's not stepping up to the plate, then you got to do what you got to do to pursue support from him in court. But you, as the mother, as the person that actually has the child, has to get your stuff together and make sure you're taking care of your child, because you're the one looking at your child in the struggle. You're the one looking at your child suffering. You're the one looking at your child going without. So you got to make it enough and recoup your blessings on the back end, period. Right. These men have rights to their children as well. Protect your kids from a crazy woman, especially in an Erica situation. Facts. Her baby daddy from Terror Squad. Her baby daddy's from Terror Squad, which means he has money, which means she's probably been psychotic and narcissistic the whole entire time, and she probably made it a problem for that man as well. Ladies, stop using these children as an ATM. Stop using these children as, a pawn to hold power for a man. And guess what? And Sel could tell you, I have a wonderful co-parenting relationship with my ex-husbands. But that's because I'm not tripped out. If a relationship is over, the relationship is over. You don't control who that man has in his house, who that man has around the children. The person is not causing harm to your children. Get over it. What you're trying to do is control someone else's household from yours, because the reality is a lot of women will not sit there and let their child's father control what is happening in their house, control who it is that they're allowed to date, control who it is that is around their children. So if you're not going to give somebody that reciprocity, because reciprocity extends past the intimate relationship, it extends moving forward with these children. Because once you make that commitment to someone, you're now bonded for life, your family for life, whether you like it or not. So if you ain't going to give over that much control, you don't have the right to control someone in that fashion.
Rita Renner says, red flags with her first child, she never had custody. Trucky L says, Sal, y'all must have had a really deep convo for y'all to look like this. Listen.
We talk like this all the time. We just been lately bringing y'all in on the conversation, to be quite frank.
I'm being very, thankfully it's only 3:00 in the morning, but I'm gonna just tell you straight up, Trucky L. Them offline conversations, y'all didn't see me yell before. Y'all didn't see me tear some shit up. And Chucky, I see you laughing, but in this moment, it's not a thing I wouldn't do on this earth for my children. But what I'm not about to do is subject myself to the judicial system, family court, penal system, law. What I'm not about to do is subject myself to that. I don't mind putting this small little tiny bit of information out. You know what irritated me the most? Why don't you fight for your kids, bitch?
Baby, don't.
Go ahead. I'm gonna push.
Well, another thing too, because you're about to start saying too much. So. Another thing too, ladies, a man shouldn't have to fight for his kids. Then a man have to fight you for that box. See, I told people a couple years ago about this. One thing I do believe in is contracts. Contracts when you are in a good headspace. Hey, directed by Celestino Arundel. I believe in having contracts when you're in a good headspace. And I've told y'all my story. I actually have had everything set out. Who is going to pay for what? Who is responsible for what? What does custody look like? We set that up while things were good, just in case things went bad. Children, they are your investment into your future. When you leave things up to the bitter end, when everybody is upset and everybody's angry, then emotions come into play. And I'm sorry, nobody has the room to sit and rest in their emotions and play in their emotions when it comes to these children. If you have a child with someone, ladies, not for nothing, let me just rip the Band-Aid off of this one too. Child support is a corrupt system. I'm just gonna call it what it is. It's a corrupt system. Okay. If you are on social services, y'all not even seeing child support that y'all be fighting so hard to get these men to go to court for. So now you're bitter and you're upset because you're getting a check or a stipend of $50 because they've taken the rest of your child support and putting it towards social services. If you're that's not on social services, you still got to pay them a fee every year because they processing your money. So now you could sit there and just have an agreement with your child's father because the court wasn't involved when you laid down and had the child. So you can be adults and say, you know what, I can't stand you, I don't like you, but it's not about me. It's about your relationship with your child. See, my mother and my father, you know, they had moments where they did not see eye to eye. But one thing I learned from my mother, so shout out to my mother for instilling the foundation. No matter whatever her and my father were going through, she understood it wasn't up to her to influence how I viewed my father. See, what a lot of y'all don't understand, you women and you men that are having these children, is you're selfish. You're negatively coloring the child's opposite parent based off of your personal feelings. You don't have the right to steal that aspect of innocence from a child. Each child should have the ability to formulate their own opinion about their parent. Now, to the men that are paying child support, I get it. You don't like child support is too much, go back to court, request modifications and reductions in child support, request modifications of visitations, do what you got to do. But it is severely inappropriate for you guys to be sitting there complaining about your child support payments in front of your child, because you know what that instills in your child. What that instills in your child is they're just a commodity, and you don't care enough about them to want to give money, because children are not understanding the frustration and the angst that you're going through. All they're understanding is their pain. Rita Running Shit says, I believe you can have a healthy co-parenting relationship. They are both of your children. They just don't belong to the mother. People have to grow up, and you can get way more than taking a man to a child. Exactly.
She said, taking a man to child support.
Yeah.
Listen, if they are the child support company, I bet you a lot of money will be missing. A lot of that child support, let me just tell y'all something, right? Because I've been paying child support quite some time. And I ain't gonna hold you up. That first couple of years, I was like, man, what is this? And eventually I was like, man, you know what, man, take it. It's for my kids. But then you start doing research, you start asking questions, you start following the money, right? And I'm not trying to sound like all the talking points that y'all hear all over the internet, and I know y'all heard every last one of them. If you heard all the talking points when it come to child support coming from men, drop one in the chat. But I'm about to resurface some. When you pay child support, if I pay $300, in my situation, I was paying a set amount, somewhere north of $500 a month for child support. Because not only did I have to pay the child support, I also had to pay the arrearage. That's a separate payment that you got to go down and make, or you got to make it over the phone. Plus, there's a $7 charge on top of that. So when you pay child support, out of that 500, that north of 500 I was giving to child support, she was only getting two something. Let me just make that very clear. She's only getting two something. Now,
well,
go ahead.
But see, that's factoring in social services. The social service aspect of it, like I know a lot of men are like, man, I get all of this money in child support, and then she or the system, she living good. No, she's not, because if she gets food stamps, cash assistance, Medicare, Medicaid, they're taking the bulk of that money and they're putting it back into the programs that are taking care of your family in that capacity. But let me say this about you women too. Because if you're getting a little bit of money in child support, stop complaining about that in front of your kids too.
Oh my God!
Child support, and I can't do this, and I can't do that. I'm gonna tell you quite frankly, I'm not rich. I ain't poor either, but I ain't rich. But child support is not. It's for the care of the child, indeed. But I always advise all the women that I know that ever have children, you need to look at child support like bonus money, like investment money. Like you can share a 1-bedroom with a child and be all right if you're not out here bringing home every single dude. Message. Also, why y'all want to put these kids and all these Jordans and all of this Balenciaga, this, that, and the third, and whatever else, when these is kids that can't even keep their booty clean, much less they clothes. You're not using your wise mind when it comes down to money. Kids before they in high school don't need nothing name brand. They need what they need just to get through. If you catch it on a sale on a humble, cool. But y'all going outside your way. Y'all are in bad financial situations to keep up with the Joneses. I see too many little kids with cell phones. I see too many little kids with weaves. I see too many little kids with makeup. I see too many little boys looking like the men that you wish you could date instead of looking like the little boys that they are. I'm going to need y'all to get it together.
Rock, if you don't mind, can I share a little bit? Can I share this a little bit?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Baby, you seen my statements. You've seen my bank statements. You've seen my pay statements. You've also seen the court documents. You've seen the child support papers. You've seen all of that. When I tell y'all, try to do this without emotion. When I tell y'all that I would go pick up my son from school and I would see the quality of clothes that he was wearing, And also, I seen his brother coming out the same school. And I see this young man. And I see this young man in a Jordan outfit from head to toe. You 11 years old. You got on a Jordan outfit from head to toe. And then I look at my son, and he's wearing Walmart or Dollar Store or Family Value clothes. And I asked the question, where's my child support going? Oh, but you know what? Refrigerator was stocked. House was stocked. Bills was paid. When I sat down, baby, you've seen this too. When I sat down in that court and they asked my son's mother, how much is your bills? And she tallied up all of her bills because she's on low income and all this, that, and yep. Yeah, she's a welfare chick. She wasn't like that when we got together, but she a welfare chick. Oh, she's a master manipulator when it comes to welfare. When she tallied up all her bills and her bills came to about $480, maybe $510, it clicked. Everything I'm paying in child support covers your whole monthly expense.
You blowing your microphone because you're getting emotional.
So when I seen that her son was wearing nice, expensive clothes, boy got a tablet, boy got a video game system on it. What does my son have? And you know what I was told, Robbie? Let me tell you what I was told, Robbie.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm out of there. So y'all gotta hang with me. But you know what I was told?
Mm-hmm.
What she does with the child support is what she chooses to do as long as it's for the benefit of the children. Mind you, the word "ren," not singular, plural.
Yes, and this is the thing, right? That's true. So, men, y'all got to be careful with where you lay your seed, right? But here's the thing about that story, and Sal can tell you, I said this earlier, what type of woman is she? See, because women that have children understand this. You cannot grow weeds in your garden. See, that's causing a divide in between the children. And one thing that good parents know is you have to maintain a balance with your children. Because if one of the children feel like another one is being favored or is the favorite, that causes catastrophic devastation down the line, right? Number one. Number two, what are we teaching our children when we are dressing them up like the street thugs and the drug dealers, right? You're psychologically conditioning them that they have to be dressed this way. So when they are not prepared enough intellectually and educationally, and they don't have the jobs, or they go into the workforce when they're 16 years old, 14, 16 years old, and they can't afford to get Jordans, and they can't afford to get Balmain, and they can't afford this, that, and the third. What are they going to do? They're going to wind up doing, being needs, being stick-up kids, hustling, you know what I'm saying, hand-to-hand transactions in combat in order to get those things, which is when we have the, school to prison pipeline, and when you have the talking points on social media that single mothers are the problem. In all actuality, don't tell nobody. All of you single mothers that perpetuate that type of behavior, your specific group is in fact the problem. Do better. Y'all are teaching your children that it's more important to be popular and noticed than it is to be educated and thriving. But let's get back to the video because we're going to
Let me add this one little thing before we get back to the video. Small story. My son comes to me. He says, "Dad," I said, "What's up, baby boy?" He said, "Can you buy me some Jordans?" I said, "Jordans? So what? So you can mess them up?" He said, "No, I want Jordans just like my brother got Jordans." So this is during a time when me and the mama was still on somewhat good terms. I go to her house to visit my kids, right? Her son comes up to her. I Can't remember what he asked her for. He asked her for something. And she says, "Nah, I ain't got no money right now." Baby. Let me pull my head up so you can see this shit. Guess what he said? Now I'm talking about her son. This is not my son. This is her son. Guess what? And y'all in the chat, check what I'm about to say. Guess what her son said to her, baby?
What he said?
He said, "Well, mama, how come we just can't use a child support card?" I looked at her, I said, "Child support card? I thought you said his daddy didn't pay child support." She was like, "Oh my God, he get on my nerves. You always opening your mother, blah, 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 blah." Sent them upstairs and everything. Now she in the kitchen mad. She cooking. I'm like, wait, I thought you said his dad didn't pay child support. Well, oh my God. I almost said my name. Well, no, he don't pay child support. All he do is donate plasma. So wait a minute. Now, baby, you seen my pay statements. With everything I make, with everything I was making, and I know how much my child support was. So when that child support card get loaded, and now your son is coming to ask you for money off the child support card that I know is my money. Huh? How much is this nigga paying if he donate plasma? Do y'all know how much y'all get paid when you donate plasma? I don't think, if you ever been broke, huh?
Like $20.
That's all you get. So when he said that, yeah, listen, I apologize. I ain't gonna lie. I never put my hands on her, but I damn sure went the hell off in that house. What the hell you mean? Where's the child support? How come we can't use the child? Oh my God. Will, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, damn, the child support is for the kids. Yeah, but that's your son. He walking around here in Jordans. He walking around here in Nike gear. He walking around here with a tablet. He got a Wii. He got this, that, and the other. He got a cell phone at 11. What my son got? Well, if you want him to have something, you need to buy it for him.
And this is where we have the psychopathy in some of these women, because at the end of the day, first of all, it's severely inappropriate for your child to be in your financial business.
No, Stormy, it was an iPhone.
See, y'all get him riled up in the chat.
And then this is the reason why I told that story. So I told you my son came to me and asked me, can I buy him some Jordans? Then I got to witness why he came to me and asked me to buy him some Jordans. Guess what his brother said to him, baby?
What he said?
Look at my new Jordans. Look at my new Jordan. Look at my new outfit. I bet you wish you could have clothes like this. Motherfucker. Sir?
You are frozen. Look at God. Refresh. He'll be back, y'all. He'll be right back. I mean, and there are countless stories like this, because this is an epidemic in our community. Like, you are teaching, hey Riaz, you're teaching children to gloat and boast. Child, it reminds me of Joseph and I'm checking the Technicolor robe and stuff. Right. This is why you moved to Charlotte. This is when you start to get pissed off. Don't get pissed off. We need to talk about this. Like, and it needs to start me. It's true though. We need to have these conversations, and we need to have these conversations from a real place, right? And I'm really trying to keep the energy at a certain space, because whenever we're having these conversations, it's just like finger pointing with no solutions. There needs to be solutions to this. And the solution clearly is not for people to not, engage in coitus, because I've been telling people to keep their legs closed forever and a year, and everybody tells me that can't happen. Cool. All right. So then we need to start building up the mentality of people before they start making these decisions, and kind of teaching people how to retrain their mindset if they're already in these situations. Y'all can't be doing that, because then when them kids wind up fighting, then what? Because y'all know what it is with kids. He gonna have one too many times to say to his little brother, "Look what I got and you don't got," and then his little brother finna hop up on him, and it's finna be a problem. It's finna be a problem. What's happening right now? Willie Jackson,
I'm trying to get
where
my
your camera at?
I'm trying to get my camera back working.
Okay,
I might have to restart. I'll be back.
I don't think you need to restart. Just go to the
deactivated
OBS.
I deactivated and reactivated it. It ain't working. I'm gonna just restart. I'll be right back. Go
Okay.
ahead, play the video. You can't play the video.
What was the timestamp you was on? Because I have it queued up too.
9:37.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
And your business. All right. So, dude, Rockaway, we're gonna get that. Look, guys say no. Guys say he need a few more minutes, so we're gonna watch a little more of this video.
To pick up the kids, I refuse. I'm not. It's just too unstable, too unpredictable, and just too unstable, too unpredictable.
Blood clot, why you do it? What did this lady do to this man's face? Why are y'all always scratching people? Like, this is another thing I don't understand. If we're gonna have domestic situations, everybody want to be against it, everybody want to fight. If you're gonna fight, I'm gonna need to see somebody punch it. Why you not punching? Why y'all not picking up things if you want to fight somebody? You just try to scratch somebody's face up? Because it's not really about fighting, is it? It's about disfiguring to make somebody look bad so that nobody else will want them. Let's just call it what it is. And I see a lot of women, listen, if you can't throw your tools, like, remain a lady. If you ain't never been in a street fight, stay in your lane. Because doing something like that, scratching him in his face like that, if he would have smacked the hell out that woman and put her on the floor, it would have been a problem. Or if he would have gave her a straight 2-piece to the jaw, it would have been a problem. Keep your hands to yourself. Because if somebody put their hands on my son, I promise you, I can't say he won't hit you back. But, that's the hope, that he won't hit you back. But guess what? I will hit you, and his sister will hit you, and his aunties will hit you. If his grandma's still breathing, she finna beat you up with her purse. Like, you finna get drugged for filth. Let me play a little more. You see this? You want to add something to this before I press play?
Rewind about 10 seconds. Let me catch up.
Go to her house to pick up the kids. I refuse. I'm not. It's just too unstable, too unpredictable.
Oh, mama.
The only way
Did you see that shit?
I'm gonna be quiet.
Okay.
I would do is either a police precinct, or if the kids are somewhere else and I'm picking them up from there. But everything is just done off of spite and being malicious intent.
Bitch! Oh, I know you lying to me. So you just gonna go destroy somebody's property. Now you break in a statue that there are now glass shards on this patio. But the baby right here. Now this little girl don't got a bit more shoes on her feet. She finna cut up her feet and everything else because y'all are not even spatially aware that your children is there. Like, what's going on? Nah, hold on a minute.
Oh no, I know what's going on, and I know the excuse too. And we hear it all the time. Oh, she's suffering through mommy burnout. She's stressed out. She's going through a lot. So, she's just acting out like that because she has a lot on her plate.
Babe, now let's keep it gangster.
Just keep it all the way a being.
My man can tell you, I get up 6 in the morning. I don't go to bed till around this time of day every day. Facts or not?
Facts.
I have a child that has autism. I have another child that is very precocious genius. Both of them real smart. They be doing really a lot. They be really on my body. Even while I'm working, they be on my body. I would never do no nonsense like that because it's just insane. And again, now I'm gonna give y'all a little personal about me. I was 27 years old. This was 2007. We had a family reunion. And, they try to hit me with that, oh, you don't love kids because you hate kids because you don't have no kids and blah, 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 blah. First of all, I don't think women need to be having children while they're still children. I don't think women need to be having children while they are too young. First of all, if you're having children in your late teens, early 20s, no disrespect to all the women that have raised their children throughout. You're not giving your children the best life experience because you have not experienced any life yet. You growing up with your kids. See, I understood the assignment from when I was a young child, watching all of the people around me in my community that were struggling, that were on social services, that were going back to school, that were going to the club with their kids, that was dressing like their kids and doing too much. That for me personally, it's not about y'all, it's about me. I'm not judging nobody, I'm just telling y'all my perspective. For me, in order for me to be the best mother that I could possibly be, I needed to be a fully grown woman. I needed to have lived my life. I needed to have no regrets when I had my kids because I knew that I wasn't going to be in the club. I knew that I wasn't going to be in the streets. I knew that I was going to do everything I could to be at home with my children so they weren't latchkey kids, so they didn't have too much access to too much free time to be doing whatever the hell they wanted to do. Having all the boys in and out of my house, having all the girls in and out of my house so that they wouldn't have to perpetuate a cycle. See, that's the generational curse. But you got people out here that's telling y'all that these young women that don't have no life experience have hit a wall if they are not chosen and don't have children by the age of 25. Y'all are really sick. Yes, you are considered advanced maternal age after the age of like 30, 32 from a gynecological standpoint. This is true. But that doesn't mean you can't have healthy children. What that means is they're going to monitor your pregnancy more closely. And as society continues to evolve and grow, then those ages will shift on the advanced maternal age. However, when we look at the grand scheme of things, the big picture and the wider scope, we have several generations that have had children extremely young, and we're not doing so well, are we? What that should tell a wise mind is maybe that is not the way, and we need to start first instilling education. We must start first instilling core beliefs and values. We must start first teaching financial literacy. We must start first getting our people out of these ghettos that were meant to trap us. But I'm gonna be quiet though, because that's the type of truth y'all are not, a lot of people are not ready to hear. Our people are in the ghetto. Our people are in the hood and proud of it. What was that show? Down in the valley? Down in the valley where the girls get naked. 1, 2, rake them. 3, 4, break them. These niggas grind hard, but these hoes grind harder. Like, this is the fabric of our life. This is the music. This is how we are colored. I don't need my people to be no hoes. I don't need my people to be no thugs. I need my people to be doctors, lawyers, whatever you want to be, anything except for a street pharmacist living in the ghetto in the hood. Let's continue with this video because I'm a whoo.
Tell you.
Stay focused.
on the other end. Me, I don't move like that. I don't live like that. You know, when people look at me,
And both them babies just walked through all them shards of glass.
Sure did.
Jesus Christ.
Sure the hell
I don't
did.
look like I'm carrying stress. I don't look like I'm losing weight. I don't look like I'm just harboring so much hate inside me that it physically begins to show. And I'm a father. I'm a grown ass man. When I have my kids in there with me, they're under my care. They don't have nothing to worry about. So I'm not gonna have anybody acting like they need to know every single thing going on. When I was filming Love and Hip Hop Miami and I had my kids here calling, oh, where the kids at? What are they doing? Oh, you better not be filming with the kids. Oh. First of all, I've never filmed with the kids ever by myself on Love and Hip Hop. They're not a part of my storyline. That doesn't make sense to me. I'm not gonna be in the park pushing the kids, playing, oh yeah, oh, like of course they wanted to see me film with them, but you know, both parents have to sign off on that. And you know that wasn't happening.
Yeah.
And you know, the last instant of when we had a transfer with the kids, it was, she called me and said, hey, I'm in the area. I could save you a trip. I could come pick the kids up. And I'm tired and I don't want to do the drive. And it was like really like early in the morning or whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. I let her in, lay down in the kids' room. One of the kids was in there. Next kids was laying with me in my room. And when she gets up, she's like, she wants to have a conversation with me. I'm like, okay, let's talk. As soon as she starts talking, is yelling, screaming, all of that. I said, yo, look, I'm not doing that. And if you can't talk to me normally in front of the kids, where the kids don't realize that we're having a discussion about something that we're not agreeing on, then I'm not having it. Oh, I don't give a F, blah, 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 all this yelling, whatever. So I'm like, okay, forget it. Just, you know, you hear.
Did he say that she came over and then they laid down?
He said that she manipulated him.
No, ain't no manipulated, bro. So let's listen. As fellas, we got to start telling the truth, man. Let's just be honest, right? Because the only time you can start making changes is when you start being honest with yourself, right? If you call me and tell me, hey, you know, I'm in the area, I can come pick up the kids, cool. Guess what? I'm getting up, I'm getting the kids ready. We standing at the door, they be sitting on the couch, we in the living room. We waiting on you at the door. When you pull up to the door, hey, you know, it's late. I'm tired. I'm so sorry to hear that. Listen, if you want to come back and get them, we can make that arrangement, but you're not about to come in the house. What you mean I'm not about to come in the house? Nah. She laid down the kids. Nah, ain't no laid down nothing. I'm sorry. We already have a tumultuous relationship. We already disagreeable on everything. It's already toxic. Ain't no way in hell you are crossing the threshold of my house if you have already showed violent tendencies. You've already showed disrespect to me in front of my children. You already showed disrespect to the children. You already showed your whole, excuse my language, you already showed your whole complete ass just because you wanted to be hurt. No, you can sleep in your car. When you wake up, the kid, just let me know when you wake up. If you want to go to a family member house and come back, or I could just drop the kids off. Listen, this it's my time with them anyway. The only reason I was even gonna let you come get them because my visitation ends tomorrow at 8:00 in the morning. But hey, you know what? You tired? Come back later when you're not tired. Or better yet, I'll drop them off. Why can't I just sleep here? Nah, fellas, let me just go ahead and tell you something right now. And I ain't trying to, you know, disrespect the women on this one, but baby, maybe you could speak to it. But nah, that's that fugazi move. That's that trusty duffel bag technique. Well, let me just come lay in your. Nah, hell nah. Ain't no come lay in my house. You can't even come past my threshold. No.
Well, I mean, I don't want to tell too much of my business, but I can say this. Whenever the other parent is trying to spend the night, they do want to get something popping, okay? And ain't nothing like being asleep in your bed in your house in the middle of the night. Now you got to play defensive tackle to get somebody up off you because they trying to creep in your bed. And a lot of women, they nasty because a lot of men is going. A lot of women will just pull a man down, you know what I'm saying? Pants down, spit on the eggplant, lick on it or whatever, blow it too hard. And then next thing they know, they got baby number 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. And then they like, it's just some bullshit. And she's crazy. No, you crazy too. Because you wanted to get back in that tutu. You wanted to feel what that thing felt like. That love muscle squeeze on you. Stop it. Y'all toxic. Y'all toxic. Once the relationship is over, you got to treat your relationship with the other parent of your child like you treat every other relationship. Cold turkey, no contact. Nah. It ain't going down like that.
The only communication between y'all should be concerning the children. That's it. None of that. Oh, you remember this time? Oh, remember you did this? Ha, I miss you. Nah. Hey, listen, he got a doctor's appointment at 3:00. I'm just putting you up on game. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be at this doctor. Okay, cool. Bet. All right, cool. Okay, he gotta get picked up from school. You can't do it. All right, cool. Maybe I can work something out. Oh, damn, your lights off. You need somewhere to sleep. Damn, that's messed up. Hey, did you call your family member? Oh, damn. Oh, you getting evicted? Oh, damn. I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, listen, I can pick up my kid though. Oh, well, what about his brother? Hey, I can come pick up my kid though. And I ain't even trying. Y'all may disagree with what I'm about to say. I ain't trying to be funny, but did you call his dad? You know I can't call his dad. Damn. I can come pick up my kid though.
See, this is the thing too. I need a lot of y'all to stop living in delusional land, right? If you want your child's parent back, then just have the honest conversation with yourself first. Because a lot of y'all really want that old thing back. But in order to get back to a relationship status with someone, y'all know there's going to be a moment of a reckoning. You're going to have to take accountability for the flaws you may have made in a relationship. And you may absolutely go through rejection because what you may have done in a relationship may be so tumultuous that the person doesn't want to give you another chance. And you have to be okay with that as well. But also, you can't be smashing on other people, but your heart is longing for someone else. A lot of y'all don't even take enough time once a relationship has ended to heal. Y'all break up with somebody on a Tuesday and on a Wednesday, you got somebody else blowing your back out. You blowing somebody back out. Chill out. Like y'all don't know how to keep your body parts to yourself. Y'all want to have, and these soul ties don't just happen with coitus and sexual intimacy. These soul ties happen through sexting. These soul ties happen through flirting. These soul ties happen through a lot of things because you're emotionally vulnerable and you're exposing your intimate self to someone else. And that's really not where your heart is. So then you playing on other people's emotions and other people's top when you really want what you want. And then you just can't leave it alone. Well, let's get back to this video.
Let's get back to the video.
Here, pick them up, you can leave. And in my face, all of that, blah, 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 and all that. So I'm like, all right, you don't want to leave. I call the cops. I'm on the phone with the cops. I'm telling them, hey, you know, before this escalates, I would like police presence here because I want her to leave. Filming me calling the cops. Okay, I'm calling the cops, you're filming me. You're the one with the anger management problem just going off. So break stuff up in the house, has the kids running over glass, breaking stuff up outside.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. What is this? So you gonna come tear stuff up at my house because you can't get what you want?
After that,
listen. Safaree, I don't know if you see this or not. I don't really care if you do or not. But for y'all that's watching, bro, that's your fault. I'm gonna just tell you straight up truth. That's your fault. You let her in the house. Sorry, but not sorry. You let her in the house. So whatever she did in your house is your fault. You a grown man, bro. I don't hold no court on nobody. You let her in your house. Talking about she tired. She just want to come lay down. Nah, you can sleep in your car. Everything in your house is valuable. You got to treat your house like you treat your bank account. You don't let her just walk up in your bank and just withdraw about your bank account, do you? But you gonna let her come in there and tub your house because she tired, man? Whatever, bro. I'm sorry, but not sorry. But yeah, it's her fault too for acting like a child, especially in front of children. But that's definitely your fault. You got to take responsibility for that. Since everybody want to talk about accountability, that's your fault. You shouldn't let her in the house. But go ahead.
I agree. You should not have let her in the house. But what nah. This is trash box ish.
House with the anger running over glass, breaking stuff up outside.
Like, my God, today. So this is another thing too that I need a lot of you women to understand. It's crazy. This crazy. Like, what was you doing, shorty? Tragedy. Like the fact that you thought that was cute. Let me tell y'all what my mother told me a long time ago. And a lot of women need to hear this. So y'all make sure y'all clip this up. Stop playing with these men's jobs, stupid. You play with their job, they can't take care of their kids. Stop tearing up these men's clothes in their home. Because then they have to replace their clothes. Then they have to replace the things that they have in their home. And money that they could be doing extra for y'all's kids together, they now have to use to repair the damage that you have caused to them, which then puts your children in a devastating place because now it makes it more difficult and it leaves a sour taste of resentment in their mouths when they want to see their children. Y'all are hustling backwards and you playing the game wrong. Now I'm going to give y'all that good game when it comes to co-parenting effectively with a father of your child. He could tell you about how, to co-parent effectively with the mamas, but I'm going to tell y'all this. Ladies, hey, yo, he's not your man no more. You don't have to argue with him. Whoop. That's a gem. Why are you arguing with someone that's not your man? I can tell you what. Me and my children's father don't have arguments. You know why? Because if he say something I don't want to hear, I'll be like, oh, okay. Put him on high alerts. I don't listen. If I say something he don't want to hear, he be like, girl, bye. Put me on high alerts. We don't talk to each other until we can talk to each other in a respectful place that's going to be beneficial to our children. Y'all doing too much.
Let me tell you something. Yep, I sure did. I took my black self down there to the court and I said, I want monitored communication between the two of us. What you need? You want monitored? Ma'am, you're going to have to hold. Mr. Will, go ahead and finish your statement. I would like monitored communication between the two of us. Because what I'm showing y'all and what she's showing y'all, it seems to me like there's a disconnect, right? I understand that the court is supposed to be for the best interest of the child, but let me just tell you right now, it's not for the best interest for the child. Anywho, since everything needs to be monitored and since this whole entire situation needs to be treated with kid gloves, guess what? I want monitored communication to where the court can see how it is that you behave. And baby, you seen that last one. When the court was like, well, miss, you, this is unbecoming. This is not, no. You cannot speak to him this way. Call it what y'all want. I don't, listen, fellas, disregard negative influence when it comes to you protecting yourself, when it comes to dealing with the court. You have to protect yourself first, because any narrative can be spent about you, a text message they say invokes emotions, all is any other, forget all of that. I want strict communication to be monitored through the court. And the only time that she can contact me is when it has to do with the children. That's it, nothing else.
Exactly. And all of y'all that are out here having children and you're not married, rule number 1. Go establish joint Custody. See, once you've established joint custody in the courts, if the relationship dissolves, joint custody has already been established. Y'all be waiting until the relationship is over. In most states, they don't care about the custody agreements. Whoever has physical custody of the child has the custody, and then the other parent has to go to court. So when if y'all are in a state that has those type of laws and you don't have a joint custody order in place, when you leave, take your kid. And ladies, y'all be playing stupid. I don't understand a lot of women. Y'all say y'all so tired of the kids, y'all got mommy burnout, then guess what? Stop being stubborn and bitter. Drop the kids off. Y'all pull up and drop the kids off outside the door. If you want to go to clubs, right? If you want to get to the club free before 10 or whatever, you're going to drop them kids off like, oh, well. If you want to go do something, you're going to go do that. Guess what? Drop the kids off. Are y'all afraid that these men can't take care of their children? And I'm going to be real honest with y'all. A lot of men are not fully equipped to take care of their children because a lot of y'all women are helicopter mothers. Y'all had children with these men, and then y'all treat these men like they are fragile, like they're frail, like they're completely incapable of feeding their kids or changing a diaper or putting a kid on the bathroom or watching a show with them. And as an observer, kids are usually 1,000 times more chill with their dad than they are with their mom. You know why? Because they know mommy loves them unconditionally. They know that they could run the full gauntlet with us. We're going to be pissed off and we're still going to hug them. Because so many women don't allow fathers to fully show how much they love the kids, kids have a little bit of standoffishness with their fathers. They like, well, you know, he seemed cool, but I don't really know. I don't really know how far I could push him. They know how far they could push you. They was in your belly. So the whole entire time you was pregnant, if your pregnancy was a rough one and you was complaining and all of this and all that, they heard every word. Which is why when y'all are carrying children in your belly, please be mindful. They hear you. They understand. This is how they know your voice. When they come out, they always with you. They know you. They know you better than you know you. Stop being like that, ladies. Because me, I'm going to tell you what. I'm the type. Oh, you want your kid, huh? Oh, you don't want your kid, huh? Oh, what you do? Hey, what you doing today? Oh, yeah, you should come and hang out with your kid. Okay. I'll see you in 15 minutes. Like, what is the goal? Because then y'all complain, he'll never come and get him. He ain't at no appointments. He ain't at the school. Meanwhile, y'all ain't told him about the doctor appointment. Meanwhile, y'all ain't told him about the school play. Meanwhile, y'all ain't told him about field day. Meanwhile, y'all ain't told him about parent-teacher conference. Meanwhile, y'all only keep that information to yourself to have a manipulation tool later on to yell and fuss at him. Come on, let's keep it a stack. Or you'll tell him the day of, a couple minutes before. Well, we got to be there in half an hour. I'm at work. If you would have told me a couple of days in it, I could have maybe got a day off, switched the shift.
Something. I'm sorry, my bad.
Facts. Hey, Ashton. Right. These men can take good care of their kids. Believe that. Kids love their daddies. Facts. Men at least learn or stop getting pregnant by these men. At least learn from the first time. Facts. But they can't do that, Black Beauty, because what they doing is, and that goes for men too. Y'all better start learning. If your first baby mama was crazy, you better not have 3 baby mamas that's on the same type of time. If I see you, I'm a boy in the back of your head real quick. Boy, what the hell?
Why we both just laugh at the same time? Rita said, and they need to stop talking about these kids.
Facts. And another thing too, let me say this.
Y'all don't know how much.
I'm gonna need you women, right? When you on the phone talking to your best friend and them, when you in the car on the Bluetooth and the kids is in the background. Did someone tell you that kids got built-in earphones and they don't hear you? Watch your conversation around your children. You need to have those type of conversations with your friend. Have those type of conversations with your friend while your kids is at school, while your kids is at bed, when you are in the bathroom. Watch your mouth. Have some respect for yourself. Because this is another adage that happens that women don't understand. A lot of the people in these spaces that are talking out and talking negatively on single mothers, they're talking negatively on single mothers because they don't have any respect for their mothers. They don't have any respect for their mothers, for the way that their mothers comported themselves in front of them as children as they were growing up. See, it took me a while to fully understand that because I wasn't raised that type of way. But, sitting back in my observation deck, really taking in and ingesting the stories. I get it. Dealing with my friends and how they deal with their children's mothers. I get it. A lot of women, y'all be expressing too much in front of your children. Stop that shit. Y'all out here tweaking and crying at back to school time. What? Man, that's when y'all better go to Walmart and Children's Place and catch a damn back to school sale and get them some basic stuff. But y'all not content with your children wearing basic clothes to school because your kids got to stand out in front of everybody else in the whole community. Because they got to have the hottest this, they got to have the flyest this, they got to have the newest this, they got to be bling blinged up, they got to have the best phone, they got to have the best suite, they got to have the best hair, they got to have the Meanwhile, once you take them braids out them kids' hair, their hair snapping. Once you take the weave out them kids' hair, the weaves are snapping. The weave hair, their regular hair snapping all off. You got babies that got traction alopecia around to the edges. And they only 13 years old. What are y'all talking about? What y'all on?
I got something I gotta ask Auntie Rita. Auntie Rita, my best friend, he got the iPhone 14. Auntie Rita, can you buy me the new iPhone 14? Auntie Rita, because mama, I heard her talking to dad, and she was saying some real mean stuff. I'm scared to ask mama. So Auntie Rita, can you buy me the new iPhone 14?
And you know what Auntie Rita gonna tell you?
What Auntie Rita gonna say? I done heard Rita's lives a few times. Listen, if y'all don't know who Rita is, Rita be going off, baby. Rita be going off. Rita be like, what you say?
Listen here, little nigga. Stop listening to your mom and your daddy conversation. Hell no, I ain't got you know she a phone. But seriously though. And y'all need your village to be tight too. Stop hanging around raggedy women. You know your best friend raggedy. You know your friend group raggedy as hell. You as good as your friend group. Right? I don't even have an iPhone. Facts. You as good as your friend group.
I knew Rita was gonna say that. The hell I'm gonna get you a damn iPhone phone. I ain't got no damn iPhone. You gonna ask me for a damn iPhone? What the hell you mean?
Thanks. And whatever happened to hand me down to your kids?
Oh, I know what happened to hand me down to your kids. So why the hell is he asking you? This is what I was about to say before I got cut off. Why the hell is he asking you for the child support money? Why ain't you using my money to buy my boy some? Oh, well, when he grow out of it and he grow into it, then he can wear it. Who the hell? What? So you gonna use, baby? This is that day when you told me to hang up the phone. So you gonna use my money for my son to buy your son some top quality shit. And then when he grows out of it and my son grows into it, then you're going to hand it down to them. Did y'all hear me break that down? Do I need to break it down again? Okay.
We
I don't
got
think I
it.
need to break it down again.
We got
Let's get
it.
back to the video.
Yes, Lord Jesus, because child, these hoes be tripping.
After that, I just was like, you know what? If I can't pick up my kids in a place that is like a drop-off point or a police precinct, I'm not picking them up because I'm not going to
Correct.
her house ever again in life. My daughter, she has an iPad.
Why?
I'm blocked on the iPad. My
Why is the
daughter's 4 years
iPad
old.
at the
She
mama
doesn't know how
house?
to block people. She doesn't even know how to text. Childish, just like BS like that. So I'm like, okay. The next time I got my kids after that, before that, when I went and I was gonna get a restraining order because, you know, she's doing stuff like showing up in my crib 5 o'clock in the morning, pulling out a ladder, hopping the fence.
Oh my God.
Wait.
Oh my God.
Nigga, what? Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. First of all, let me speak to that point. If I buy my son a tablet, guess where that tablet's staying at, baby?
At your house.
Okay. If I buy my son a phone, guess where that phone's staying at?
At your house.
If I buy my son some clothes, where them clothes gonna stay at?
At your house.
And if I send him to his mama house and clothes that I bought, guess what he better come back home in?
Clothes that you bought.
But you mean she blocked you on the tablet? Man, try again.
Wait, but she blocks him on the iPad so he can't talk to his child. But in the midnight hour, she got a ladder trying to bring him out.
She got a whole motherfucking painter's ladder. Wait, you showed up with a painter's ladder to a fucking house? To a house? First of all, she's stupid. Look at the hinge on that. Oh, look at the hinge on that goddamn gate.
Doesn't it just swing out?
This gate swings out.
Not Latinos.
And if need be, and I've seen it done, trust me when I say this, if need be, go to the court and say, Your Honor, I purchased this cell phone for my child. I cannot speak to my child when my child is at her house. Your Honor, I want it on record that my child, that I need to have open availability to speak to my child when my child is at the mother's house. Because since everything got to be on record, right?
Wait. Hold it.
She bought a whole motherfucking ladder.
And she in flip-flops though. She bought a ladder and she in flip-flops. So if she get hurt on his property, is that his insurance's fault? We gonna continue.
What the fuck? Bit. Come on, dog. Come on, man. You just gonna leave. So you're not gonna unlock. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Banging on my windows. My son's birthday party was like a month after that. No, like it was a while after that. And then when I went to the party, they said, hey, you want a restraining order, but you went to a party, she was there, so you must not be in that much fear. So I had to drop that case. And this is me having to have two different lawyers. So this is two separate lawyers for one.
Wait. So because he went to his child's birthday party, he couldn't have the restraining order. Mm-hmm. But then if he wouldn't have went to his child's birthday party, he would have been a bad father for not spending time with the kids.
I'm about to say some uncomfortable shit, baby. Sorry. About to say some uncomfortable stuff. You might have to get comfortable with not seeing your kids. We're gonna keep it all the way at being. You might have to get comfortable with not seeing your kids, bro. I don't know how many brothers I had to tell this to. And guess what? When stuff hit the fan, thank you, baby, I love you. It had to be told to me. You might have to be comfortable with not seeing your kids for a little while. And as a father, doing everything I can to hold in this emotion right now, you hurt me by taking away my kids.
So let me tell y'all something. You do gotta fight for access to your kids. But we're gonna get back to this video, but I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. As a woman that has children, as a woman that knows a lot of women that have children, I'm gonna tell you what. These women be playing in y'all faces. These women use these children to manipulate you. You want to stop the manipulation? Then you have to cut the snake off at the head. If you don't play the game, then the game stops. Now, you will have a period of time where you got to be brass tacks about it. Oh, well, them kids will be okay. And that mother will understand the jig is up. And she's going to have to act appropriate for the benefit of herself and her children. Also, the same thing goes with you women that are fighting with these men. These men play in your face. If you give a man access to come every single day and then he don't never come, honey, that's because he's playing in your face. He can sense the desperation. You don't chase after no man to take care of their child. The men know where they got kids at. They know what their responsibilities are. A lot of y'all is just out here looking real crazy and then giving these men reasons to be like, well, my baby mama crazy, so this is why I don't deal with the kids. Stop acting crazy. Go no contact. Because if they want to be involved with their child, then they're going to go to court and get visitation. Because even y'all going to court and getting these visitation orders, how many women have a visitation order and their child's father doesn't show up? Catch. The only thing that you can actually accomplish legally is to garnish someone's wages and make them pay child support. You can't make no man be no father if he don't want to be no father, which is why you need to know that that a man wants to be a father before you lay down and have kids with them, number one. Number two, again, to you men, again, that woman want to sit there, act like she gonna play games and play stupid with you, keep coming to your house and all this and all that. She ain't finna let you see your kids. As soon as you act like you don't give a damn and you don't want to see them kids, I promise you on God on me, that's when she gonna be harrying up trying to bring them kids over to you. That's when she gonna be calling, oh, well, what are you doing today? Would you like to see the kids? Would you like to see the kids? I'm gonna bring the kids over. Would you like to see the kids? And when she doing that, guess what? Put her on timeout for another 3 months. And yes, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt like shit. But you need to make sure that the lesson is learned. And if she comes to your house with some damn ladder hopping over your fence, banging on your damn glass windows, you better call the police. You better press a charge. You better get a PPO. You better get a full restraining order. You better start having some damn drop-offs, pick-offs at the police station. You better have an intermediary and a liaison so you don't even have to talk to each other. Cut off all access.
And let me just go ahead and put this out in the air. Let's say the court says that you have to get the child on this day, and you don't get the child on this day. Let's say the court says that you have to get the child for this amount of time, and you don't get the child for this amount of time. From a relative who went through this for an entire year after they won custody, guess what they said? You want to know what they said? We can't make the other parent come get the child. Wait a minute. So the other parent has a visitation scheduled, court-ordered visitation, and they have not seen this baby in a year at a crucial time in this baby's life. And you mean to tell me that nothing's going to happen because they're not showing up to visitation? Well, no, we can't make them show up. Funny.
The only thing that happens is you do have a limited window, ladies and gentlemen. No visitation for a full 365 calendar days gives you the green light to go to the court and strip all parental rights from the other parent for alienation of attention and affection.
Yep. Keep playing. Back to the video.
Lawyer for that, and another lawyer for this whole family court thing. And next time I got them, it was for, beginning of the summer. And I was like, yo, I'll keep the kids for the summer. Let me know. My mother and my sister's here. They love being around them. They want to be around them. That's the issue. I can't reach my daughter's iPad. Pickup situation isn't sorted out. So when I finally do get them, I sign them up for summer camp. She gets so mad at me for signing them up for summer camp. There's a summer camp by my house. She lives 40 minutes away from me. Summer camp. I'm like, cool, I got them. Let me at least do that. Because, they were here. And my mother was like, yo, you can't just be having them here playing, whatever. She was like, they need some, structure. Sign them up for summer camp. I was like, you know what? That's a good idea. I signed them up for the summer camp. I paid for it. I paid $2,000 to put them in summer camp. They went to summer camp for 3 days because she had such an issue with me putting them in summer camp by my house. And was like, why didn't I talk to her, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, I have the kids. They're under my watch and care. I want to put them in a summer camp by me. And I'm going to show y'all because it's like, not just talking just to talk, but put them in summer camp. This was the first month. This is what it was supposed to do. This is what it's supposed to be. This is the schedule. Summer camp, July, boom, boom, boom. The entire month. This was going to be their schedule for the entire month. This is their lunch schedule. This is one of the things she made for me in one of the days that she was in summer camp. So I'm like, okay, what's wrong with putting the kids in summer camp? And it just was such a control thing, and it created it created so much drama. Oh, drop the kids off. Oh, you putting them in summer camp. Oh, just nothing made absolute any sense. Nothing. Like, it was just such an irate, ignorant conversation, because it's to the point where we don't even speak direct. Like, my house is set up for them. I got their shrine set up. This is for them. This is their area. You walk in. This is Maji's room. Ain't no deadbeat doing this. Deadbeats ain't doing this. My daughter's room is bigger than some adults' rooms, and it's just so insane to me how people just, oh yeah, you're a deadbeat. Yo, I know about real deadbeats, and this situation is all about control. This woman texted a naked picture of me to my mother and my sister because she wanted to.
That's. Why did you?
Bitch, let me tell you something. One of you little y'all better listen. Teach your daughter something. Teach your daughter something, because Lord Jesus, the day I opened my phone and somebody that sent me a naked picture of my child, that's the day somebody gonna have to bail me out of jail, because I'm gonna go whoop somebody's ass. Hey, Sin 7. Go ahead, babe. I'm sorry. That just pissed me off. Yes, that is revenge porn. I would say that.
So she texts the picture. She says, I figured since I know your son is such a liar, and since I know he lies on me all the time to you and your daughter, I can't say the rest of that. But listen, let me just tell you straight up. When it gets to the point where you have to request for the court to tell another adult, I do not want this person having any communication with any of my relatives, associates, co-workers. I want this person not to be able to come to my house, come to my job, pull it to anybody I know. I don't want this person reaching out to no one that is affiliated, associated, related to me. That's what you have to do. Ain't no way in hell you texting my family member something like this without my family member showing up to your door. Somebody about to come whoop your ass. I'm just letting you know right now. Somebody definitely about to come whoop your ass. You want some bullshit? Please play this video.
Let them know that, oh, you and your son, I'm pretty sure your son's not telling you what's really going on with.
Let me read this. I figured since I know your son is such a liar, and since I know he lies on me all the time to you and your daughter, just figured I'd inform you of him being up in my bed last night. Bitch. It's ironic how he paints me out to be such a hateful monster, but yet won't leave me alone. No, you know what? You know what?
Between us and all of this other nonsense. Okay. Me and you are still, having a relation, and that's over with. Thank God that's over with. Like, I prayed about that, and there's absolutely nothing physical going on anymore. And you taking naked pictures and sending it to my mother and my sister to do what and prove what? My mother and my sister are the most least problematic people on earth. My mother's not one of those mothers. She's not like a TV mother who's here acting rah-rah and doing a bunch of ignorant nonsense. Like, my mother is so calm and zen. And anyone who knows my mother and my sister and what they do, like my sister and my mom, they are in the holistic field. Everything about them is zen, herbs, teas, spiritual. And you're sending naked pictures of me to my mother and my sister. For what? And it's like, that's the type of nonsense I have to deal with. I cannot ever pick up my kids in peace. Everything is just long and drawn out. And it's just so unfair that when a woman says something, no matter what, it's like, oh, it's the man's fault. People are like, but you didn't know. And I'm kind of like, you know what? Well, I thought I could make somebody not be just like as angry. But then when things just started like going sour and not working out, it just became it's just not even realistic to deal with. I saw somebody say one time and I totally felt it. And if you're a father, I know you could relate to this. And it's like, they're like, yo, when you're dealing with a woman who makes you being a parent, they just make it so hard. It is so draining dealing with someone who's trying to draw you out, someone who wants a reaction from you, someone.
No, okay, Safaree. See, she draining to you when y'all talk about them kids, but before y'all stop that physical thing, she was rejuvenating you in the bedroom.
What they call it, a healer?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
He was trying to get the head sprung. Because the what? Child, listen.
It was all good. It was all good when that tutu got wet.
Mm-hmm.
It was all good when that eggplant got nice and stiff and hard, wasn't it?
Let me say this.
Go ahead.
Because you said eggplant, let me say this. I'm going to need you women in the world, all the women in the world, stop requesting big eggplants, okay? Big eggplants are traumatizing. Y'all is out here getting dignitized, okay? Okay? Y'all become too attached to the penis. Y'all don't even give a damn about the man attached to the penis. You have a connection to the penis. You can't leave it alone. See, because with that level of toxicity, It's not about anything else. And men that have big penises, they find it very hard to find women that can actually take that eggplant. So once they find a box that they can, explore and that can handle their length and width very well, that's where they want to stay, because they like to get to the bottom of it sometimes, and every woman can't let that happen. But then those women that once they get to the bottom of it, then y'all psycho, y'all go crazy. All right, stick to the roses and the rabbits that you used to. Don't go chasing them waterfalls. They're not for you, kid. Right. Look, see, they know it and they use it.
Well, I'm glad you said that to the sisters, because I got something to say to the brothers.
Oh, damn. Here we go.
Yep. To all you brothers out there, that's too weak for good box. You better learn how to have. I'm not even gonna call it dick discipline. Nah, you better learn how to have box rejection control over yourself. Y'all get out here and y'all get caught up in, oh, I could take it all the way to the base. I'm going to suck the skin off of it. Oh, I'm going to tighten it up. I'm going to grip it. I'm going to twist it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to ride it. I'm going to throw it back. I could do this. I want to climb that mountain. I want to shake this milkshake. Let me tell you something right now, bro. You know that same one that gave you a headache? You know the one that you can't leave alone? You know the one that when she did that Gawk 9000 with tornado twist next technique with no hands? Huh? You know that one? You know the one that irritate the hell out of you, call your phone 75,000 times in 1 hour, show up to your house, bringing a motherfucking ladder to your house? I want you to remember how good that box was. Remember how good that box was when she bringing a ladder to your house. I just want you to remember. I want you to remember how good that box was when you look on your security camera and you see Latino Bino bringing a fucking painter's ladder to your house at 5 o'clock in the morning. They ain't coming to paint shit. They coming to get painted. Okay? When you was out there kicking that game, talking about how much of a plumber you are, how much of a construction worker you are, talking about you trying to get to the bottom of that pussy. I want you to remember all of that. When she calling your phone, was she like this? And then you send the voicemail, and as soon as you send the voicemail, damn, send the voicemail, damn. And then next thing you know, not only is it ringing, but it's a knock on your motherfucking door. Don't forget, there's more than one form of communication. It's text messages, WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, shit, TikTok, Snapchat. All of that. Next thing you know, they come into your goddamn YouTube page and they leaving comments on your fucking videos. You never know. You could be in a live and they will be in your chat box talking shit. Excuse me. You and your live just in there having a good old day. Send a carrier pigeons, smoke signals. Hell, they'll fuck around and call up the goddamn piping if they could. Listen. Okay, listen. This is when they get real desperate. They will go get a goddamn Amazon vest, go get an Amazon package that they order with your child support, come to your door and be knocking on your door with an envelope. I need you to sign for this package. Oh man, what the hell are you doing here? Yeah. They will show up to your knocking on your door, DoorDash delivery. Bitch, I ain't ordering no bitch. What?
They put GPS tracking on your car and in your cell phone. They got the Find iPhone app connected from your phone to their phone. So everywhere you go, they go. You pull up at Chipotle, she at Chipotle. You pull up at Walmart, she at Walmart. You pull up down to the Starbucks, she at the Starbucks. You pull up to the gym, she in the gym, passing you a towel like, hey, Greg, what's going on? How you doing today? You want to go in the locker room? Because you done got her damn dignitized. I'm not playing with you. We're finna get back to this video.
Did y'all not hear about the story with the girl? She put an air tag on the bottom of this nigga fender. And this nigga was like, why is you everywhere I am? And when they finally went to court, he had to take his, listen, somebody gave him the idea, take his car to get scanned for bugs. And I'm not talking about bugs like, some of y'all got bed bugs and roaches, but I ain't talking about them kind of bugs. He went and got his car scanned, and guess what they found, baby? A motherfucking air tag.
See, that's because she messed up. But,
Listen, that boxing, that dick, it ain't going everywhere. I'm sorry. Listen, it ain't no such thing as box, and ain't no such thing as eggplant that damn good where you will cause yourself to have a headache and a stroke every time you have to interact with them just because y'all brought a child into this world that neither one of y'all wanted. And I rest my case.
No, that's not true. But what I would say is this. Before y'all go down that path, just make sure it's the person you want to be with forever. Okay? Now, this is why I say don't have the sex. Don't have the sex. Because sometimes you get into a sticky situation. Sometimes you might just luck up on some box that change your life. I done seen people throw it all away. Throw it all away. Just for a little bit of moisture, just for a little psh. Okay? Sometimes
So learn how to use them fingers. Shit.
No.
This is what I tell brothers. Every time you get upset about your baby mama, I want you to remember you could have jacked off.
I'm gonna just keep it honest. He playing in y'all face right now, because we all knew. You know what? We're gonna get back to the. I'm gonna keep that.
Yeah.
What you said?
No, I'm with who said that? Rita. Rita said Rita said we have to find out how she traveled with the ladder. How the hell did she? I mean, when she do got an SUV, she probably threw that motherfucker in the back. If you ever you move the painter's ladder, you know that ladder ain't nothing going to SUV. And then Chat Lives Matter said, yeah, where did she put the ladder? She put the ladder right outside the damn gate. She pulled up with that motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you think you gonna get away from me? And she put that motherfucker outside the gate. I thought that bitch like a Ninja Turtle went to banging on the goddamn door. I'll be looking at women with ladders different from now on. I'm telling you. Listen, let alone you don't want to be out here dating no Olympic medalist that know how to pole vault some shit. You'll be hurt. She'll be on your listen. You'll be looking outside, and she'll be out there with that mother lining it up. And then you know she on your roof.
Look. Jasmine Sullivan says she busts the windows out your car. They busting windows out of houses too. Mm-hmm.
Who talks about you nonstop because they want a reaction. I'm not one of those people. I don't care about people liking me and caring and proving my point. Like, hey guys, look, no, this isn't true. This is what's really happening. People who know me, my mouth has been quiet for years. I don't say nothing. It's just so draining. Like everything about it. Like her own family is going after her for child support because she doesn't do anything to help her son. So then to try to make it seem like I'm some deadbeat and I'm not trying to be there for my kids, I would love to be there for my kids, but it would be nice for you to get out the way. Let me be a father. Let me take my kids.
Did he just say that her own family is going after her for child support?
That's what he said. He said she a deadbeat mama. Yeah, exactly. Stormy, get out my head. I was just saying that in my head. He said, move. Get out the way. Get out the way, chick. Get out the way. Shut up, Medicine. It's cool. They got these videos. The kids can watch this stuff. Come on, y'all. We got 8 minutes. Let's just get through it.
And go wherever I want with them. My kids are never in danger. They don't ever have to worry about nothing. This is not about money. This is not about child support. My kids love me.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Let me go to Target and get them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's right.
I just got
Yeah.
them today.
Look at that baby.
I want to go to mommy house.
What that baby say?
She says she don't want to go to mommy house.
Aw.
Mommy, she was missing you. She was looking for you.
I don't want to go to mommy house.
I just want to say, like, doing shit like this don't benefit me. This don't help me. Like, I don't like this kind of attention. That's why I usually never say anything. But this thing has been going on for so long that it's like, how much longer am I gonna let ish slide? It's so much. It's just so much things to list and name. Like, I would have to sit there with a pen and pad and write down every single incident and all that. But I don't. I'm doing this one and one time only. Like, but it's just a lot of corny shit. All the fake Instagram pages, harassing my mother, harassing my sister. If I'm talking to a girl, all of a sudden the girl starts getting harassed from the same fake Instagram names. And it's like, yo, it takes so much energy to like be like that. And I don't have that type of energy. Even doing this right now is giving me such a headache. And I'm not the kind of person to get headaches. My head is pounding right now just talking about all this. But, at the end of the day, I'm going to let, God is going to do what God is going to do. And that's going to be that. Like, it's not a storyline. I'm not on Love and Hip Hop. This is my real life right now. I'm tired. I heard somebody one time say, like, when you go through things in life, nothing stays the same, nothing lasts forever. And that's kind of how I've been dealing with this. Like, even with as long as I've, not seen my kids, because, whether it's right or wrong, I'm just standing on, I'm not going to your house to pick up the kids. I don't precinct or somebody from your family's house that I don't have no issue with going over there, and that's that. But like, I'm not putting myself in any position to crash out, potentially snap, lose my, like, come on, because there's people who be in situations like this. Everyone's not able to like be this cool. The shit is draining. When you get to a certain age in life, like, drama and just all of this corny nonsense and fighting and arguing on the internet, putting your personal business on the internet, on social media, to people who don't like, I don't want no one to feel sorry for me. I don't need sympathy. I don't need pity. I don't care about none of that from nobody. I know at the end of the day what's going on, and that's that. I'm just dealing with someone who doesn't deal with logic. They deal with their way or no way. And if it's not their way, you're gonna get harassed. And I don't got time. I don't care what nobody's doing. I'm not harassing you. You DMing girls that I was talking to and telling them shit and saying, it's like, it's corny. I did that once. And when I did it, I didn't send pictures and videos and say, look, this is what's happening. I just was like, I want to talk to you because I like on some, hey, look, if this is who you dealing with, I just want to let you know that this is what's happening. And if y'all are dealing, then leave me alone.
Stupid. He said he reached out to somebody. Hey, look, you're dealing with her. Let me let you know who you're dealing with. Why? For what? That's not your place. That's not your problem. What are you doing? Okay, so I'm gonna use us for an instance. Would you if my ex contacted you and said, "Hey, I see you're on YouTube. Let me just let you know who Will really is."
I mean, she could speak. I always feel this way, right? In every single situation, there's three
Mm-hmm.
sides to the story. His side,
Mm.
her side, and the truth.
Okay.
So I think that anybody is a fool if they don't get all sides of the story. So
Fair.
they can make a logical deduction as to what is happening.
Mm-hmm.
But in this situation, I think a better analogy would be if she was like, "Well, I see her be on the internet, and just be careful. I don't like how she moves." Right? That's kind of what Safari's saying. I see this guy. I don't know. He ain't. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? How you
Oh, okay. He talking like that. Okay, my bad. I thought he was talking the other way. All right, my bad.
Great Pill Podcast. What we're reacting to is Safaree coming out about Erica Mena and the absolute baby mama terrorist behavior that she has engaged in over the past several years. Also, we do have some breaking news that we're going to get to after we finish this video. So, y'all, stand by. We got action.
You know what I'm saying? But this ain't really about that. I'm just trying to have my time and my setup with my kids. My mother and my sister would love for me to bring them to New York and spend some time with them there. And it's just nothing is easy. Everything is a fight. And I don't fight, I don't argue, it's draining. I'm not doing it. So when all this core stuff is said and done, it is what it is. This is not about child support. So this thing ain't about. It's not about money. It's way bigger than that. It's about let me be a father, stay out the way, and that's it. Stop trying to act like you don't care when you do care. Stop harassing my mother. Stop harassing my sister. Stop harassing anyone that's close to me. And this is not to bash. This is just the truth. This is just what it is. So that narrative that everyone just thinks is so cool to run, like you use common sense. If I haven't seen my kids, there is a reason. And this is the reason. You're going to see it. You're going to see everything.
Oh, hell no.
This the first time, right? Okay, this is the same video. Okay, cool. $5 o'clock in the morning though.
This is insane. Safaree, please, I want to talk to you. Wow, 4 hours later. Not even caring about the kids. She's following him, triangulating him.
Yeah, she's trying to not have him on the phone. And here's the other crazy part: the police hear this. Why are y'all not on your way to his residence?
Right.
No, I'm sorry, chat lives. Let her win in what way?
Did you see what she just did?
Yeah,
You see what she's doing in the house in front of kids?
Yeah, I see.
And then talk about some let's go.
Baby ain't got no shoes on, ain't got no socks on.
She don't got no shoes or socks on either.
And then I'm mad at him for even letting him walk out the house like that. Bro, go close the door.
Well, we're gonna watch this and then we're gonna give our final thoughts. Cause you know she didn't have some zesty to say.
Oh wait, this is after?
Yes.
Come on with it.
This is from 3 hours ago. This is from midnight. This was uploaded to social media.
Absolutely have to speak on this whole you gave him a second baby thing. Let's just state facts real quick. With King, my firstborn son, I had no idea I was pregnant until 5 months. I was getting my period, no symptoms at all. And yeah, 5 months pregnant. Had no idea. Years later, I get pregnant with Legend. Now, granted, yes, me and him were having issues, you know, after me having Sapphire, but we were still married and we were still going through that roller coaster of trying to fix our marriage. So with that process comes makeup sex a lot. Anywho, I went for my yearly checkup with Dr. Jackie, and boy, can she vouch for this, because I still to this day have this video. I went for my annual checkup and I was flat, no stomach, no symptoms. I actually just finished my period, and I go for my checkup. Dr. Jackie, pulling you in for this one, because this was actually a very memorable day, I'm sure, for both of us. Anywho, she walks in, because I definitely peed in that cup, which came up positive, obviously, for pregnancy. Behind her comes this monitor to check my belly. And I was thrown off, but anywho, she asks me if I wanted to know the good news or the bad news. And of course, I wanted the good news. And that's when she broke it to me. You're pregnant. And you're months and months and months pregnant. No way. I just had my period. Boy, did she put that monitor on my stomach, and Legend was there, full face, hand. I still have the video. He was grown. So to clarify me hiding pregnancy, when I found out, a week later he found out. So it wasn't hiding. So yeah, and let's also, you know, let's keep it funky. I didn't give the DB name. You guys did. I mean, you guys saw it all play out for yourselves on TV. You know, like, he didn't hide it. You guys labeled it, and it was fitting. So, you know, I just went along with it because it's the truth. But anyway, don't feel sorry for me. I made it through postpartum, heartbreak, and, you know, all he has to do is go to the school and pick them up. Never has to make contact with me, but chooses not to, because apparently the school he helped me pick out, by the way, is too far for him to come drive. Mind you, everything in Florida is about 30 minutes away, but that's too far. But anyway, that's a whole nother topic. So yeah, I just want to clarify. So yeah, I didn't go all that time hiding that I was pregnant on purpose. I didn't even know I was pregnant. Literally had no idea. So as far as me giving him a second baby, no, God gave me a second baby, which actually is my third baby. And God does everything for a reason. So to be scrutinized for how things happen in my life, especially the blessing of having children, is pretty kind of weak. But I mean, you guys scrutinize me every day, calling me bitter because I call things out. But it's not even like I call these things out. You guys seen this individual literally dance his life away in Jamaica while his last born was in the ICU. Sorry, NICU. Oh, God. NICU. The label came from his own actions. I didn't have to speak on it. You guys, because I know this individual so well. I guess apparently now they have like a YouTube or something. How much you want to bet? It's gonna try to do a whole YouTube to give his pathetic reasons on why and if and dope and cuz, and with his mama rooting for him in the back. I have a feeling that's why these antics are kind of partaking right now as we speak. Just saying. And when this does happen, just be like, Erica was right. Quick clarify.
First of okay, I tried. There's a little bit left, but I'm gonna say this. Listen here, Erica Mena, because I'm trying to keep emotion out of it as well. You don't get brownie points for knowing that you were doing all of this. You know you did this, and you know he has cameras at his residence. So coming live to your audience earlier in the day and saying what moves he was going to make as if you are completely innocent and you didn't hop the fence at his house. See, you're a complete psychopath because you're begging him to talk to you in this clip right here. You could have called the police if you needed access to your children within that household. You broke the law to go and harass him. Like, are you okay right now? Like, you're bugging. This is doing the most. Then to sit there in his house in front of your own children and triangulate him and follow him around the home and be doing all of this and all that while he's allegedly calling the police, putting glass on the floor while you have no shoes on, while your children have no shoes on, encouraging your minor children to walk through glass is insane. It's insane. We ain't gonna act like we ain't seeing this. And I'm not gonna sit here and act like if he did something to you, that's okay. But that's not okay. What is you doing? What is you doing? What is you doing? For real, for real. Come on to the kids is what you say. As you're destroying more property and creating more shards of glass and broken sharp things that they can stand on and harm themselves. But meanwhile, you're the same type of woman that didn't know that you were carrying a child. And yes, we know there are anomalies because we all seen TLC. I didn't know I was pregnant, where the woman is pregnant and then she has a baby in the toilet bowl. And I'm just like, are you that drunk? Are you that high? Because I'm going to tell you all quite frankly, I had my period every single month for the first couple of months that I was carrying Michael. But I knew good and hell damn well that I was pregnant. So how didn't you know? Y'all be blowing my... Babe, do you want to add something before we finish it?
Oh, let me hear what the rest of what she got to say.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't complain though, honestly. Us women, we make it work, man. If I ain't got childcare, those kids are definitely on set with me. And if you follow me, you know I don't play. If I gotta have my kids on set shooting movies with me, they are with me. Like, nothing has stopped this motion. Could it be easier if this individual chimed in and just took his weekly parenting time days? Of course. But, you know, whether it does or doesn't, the world is still gonna go around while he, you know, dances and you know, takes care of another man's children by lacing them with Rolexes but misses out on...
I guess that is it. I guess that's it. But let's be clear. There may not be a full-on police report because she fled the scene of the crime before she left. But I'm sure there's an incident report, because the reality is, even when women go to men's house doing stuff like that, the police will take a report. Will they press a charge? No. Because the prosecutor will look at the camera and be like, oh, it's not that big of a deal, blah, 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 blah. Does that change the behaviors and the danger of the behavior? No, it doesn't. So I find it very interesting when women are like, oh my God, it's no big deal because she doesn't have a police report. All right. And then when she winds up on the first 48, the ID network or HLN, I don't want to hear nobody saying, oh my God, I can't believe that he deleted her. See, that's the harsh, uncomfortable truth that a lot of y'all don't want to face. A lot of women be doing a whole bunch of wild, loud stuff to men. And then because police don't take them seriously, Because when they call the police have a tendency to look at men as if they are, effeminate. Police officers will try to kill a man's ego so that they don't have to do a paperwork, so they could go ahead and go to the subways and get them a $5 footlong. I did work in law enforcement. Sure did. So I know this to be a fact. The reason that men do not report crimes at the rates that they need to is because a lot of police officers need retraining. But go ahead, babe.
Excuse my language or everything I'm about to say. This bitch is crazy. This bitch is delusional. But you know what, though? The sad part is, my nigga Safaree, whatever the hell it is you call yourself, you permitted everything that she fucking does and did and still do to this day. Because you haven't taken your ass down there. You haven't taken the steps to not only protect your children, but more so to protect yourself. No, I said that backwards. To protect yourself, more so protect your children from this crazy ass bitch who you laid up and had kids with. You didn't accidentally have a kids with her. No. Just like in my situation, I didn't accidentally have a child. No. So now you want to come to the internet. Have you taken your ass to the courtroom? Because if you didn't take your ass to the courtroom, what the fuck is coming to the internet going to do? The court of public appeal don't mean shit. Sorry. Where my camera at? The public don't mean shit. These is your children. But you brought your ass to the internet and you made you a nice little video with edits. You even included screenshots. You included security cam footage. All of that shit. You probably had you probably had a format of how it is that you wanted to build for this video. But you ain't take your motherfucking ass down there to the court. And if you did, I apologize. I take back what I said. But guess what, my nigga? You still gonna have to reside within that accountability of, nigga, not only did you put one baby on her, you put two. So at the end of the motherfucking day, sorry, but not sorry, my nigga. You fucked up. Now, here's where how they say it. They said the best apology is change behavior. You can apologize to yourself by changing your behavior. Stop fucking with this crazy bitch and go ahead and get your life together. Take your ass down there to the court. I don't care if people call you a bitch ass nigga, a slow ass. Sorry, I'm gonna stop cussing. I don't care if people call you weak. I don't care if call you all this, that, and the other. At the end of the day, take yourself down there to the court. Oh, he ain't seeing his kids in forever. So what, baby girl? Guess what? I'm gonna just be honest with you. If you causing trouble at my house and I gotta put PPO on you, guess what? PPO it is. If you show up to my house after this PPO is issued on you, guess what? I'm calling the police. And if you won't let me see my kids, guess what? Sorry, y'all. Sorry, I'm gonna say it. This is gonna be the truth. You don't dictate where and or how I go, nor where can I be. Sorry. Oh, the court said you got to be here by 7 o'clock. Well, I don't get off work till 8. I come pick them up after I get off work. And if I show up to your house at 8:30, 9 o'clock, and you ain't gonna let me get the kids, guess what? I got two options. I can call the police. Hey, just let y'all know I'm here to pick up my kids for visitation, and she's not letting me get the kids. Well, do you got a court order? Keep your court order on you, either on your phone or a physical copy. Here you go, officer. Here go my court order right here. Okay, cool. Excuse me, Ms. Mena. Per this court order, he's supposed to get them kids. He was supposed to get the kids at 7 o'clock. It's 8:30. Listen, we ain't trying to hear all of that. You got two options. Either you can surrender, you can give the kids over to him, or we're going to take you to jail for alienation of a child during visitation. And then you have to give up the kids. You got two options. So, now what you going to do? Because
you
now
going to get down or you going to lay down? Which one?
You going to get down, you going to lay down. What you going to do, Smalls? What's popping? So, and again, I'm speaking from experience. So, now you get the kids. Cool, no problem. Safaree, you got the kids. She show up to your house, call the police. When you bringing the kids back? Per my court order says I have to have them back at 7:00. The kids will be back to you at 7:00. We'll be at the police station. I ain't going to no police station. Guess who's gonna be at the police station at 7:00? Cool. I'll be at the police station at 7:00. You ain't there. Guess what I'm doing? Turning my black ass around, bringing my black ass right back to my house with my kids. So what? Keep on acting a fool. Guess what? Guess who won't be showing up for visitation? Because in all seriousness, if we really just want to keep it all the way at being, I just saw her put hands on this man. I just saw her put a scratch mark on this man. Guess what? Go down there and lie like she do. I fear for my life.
Child, listen, we about to get up out of here. Because it's 3:55. It's 4:55 by you.
Can I get right here right quick? Hold on. Where my mouse at? There you go.
Get right here. Where?
The trauma collecting on the psyche of these kids while parents battle for supremacy is astronomical. Here's the problem, though, chat lines matter. They don't see it yet. You see what they did? This is what pisses me off about stupid ass fucking parents. Excuse my language. Y'all came to the internet. Y'all came to the internet because you want your fans to know. You want your fans to know what's going on with your situation. Baby, what's rule number one when it comes to business within the house? Don't you take your black ass out this house talking about shit that going in this house.
Pigs.
You take your ass out here, you talk about shit that going in this house, you live with them now. What's in this house is in this house. So, with that being said, why are you on the internet? Even if you so-called defending yourself, why the fuck you not in the damn courtroom? Your Honor, for defamation of character, slander, and everything else, for these reasons, I do not want any communication with her moving forward, unless it got to do with the kids. Cool. She can go out there and say whatever. Your Honor, also do not want her referring to me. Listen, I'm not going to say the other content creators' names, but they can't even say each other's name. They can't even refer to each other on the internet. Back chat.
Good morning. Good night. I definitely will. You stick best as well.
Thank you, appreciate y'all. Yeah, they can't even say each other's names, let alone refer to each other on the damn internet. And they don't even got kids together.
Listen, I can't.
Anyway, this whole entire the ultimate judge of all this will come on the lips of the children when they are grown. We already seen this on the lips of the baby girl. I don't want to go to mommy house. Now imagine what's gonna happen when that baby get old.
It's gonna be problems, consequences, and repercussions.
Mama, I don't understand. I just don't understand. I don't understand. Well, your daddy. Well, man, I've been watching you play since I was a baby.
But see, nobody can hear you because you blow your microphone doing too much.
That girl gonna try to make that her daughter hate her daddy and that little girl. And I hate to say this, but it's just true. When you traumatize a child with the abuse of the other parent, that child is gonna grow up to hate your black ass when they find out the truth.
A mess. This is true.
But all right, y'all. Whew, I hope y'all enjoyed the show. Hit the cash app if y'all feel so inclined to do so for support of the show. We appreciate y'all. Hit the super chat because we are monetized over here. But that's my final thought. Y'all dudes, stop sitting out here dropping your eggplant off in every hidey hole that you see. And y'all ladies, stop taking every eggplant that get hard. We'll just leave that alone. Y'all got it. I bet you know it's gonna be a part 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It is gonna be a part 2. Listen, I'm gonna just say this, and I'm gonna go by my Mary. I'm gonna see y'all Friday night. Okay, Friday night. Parties jumping because my birthday Saturday. But let me give y'all official invitation as we move on out the door. Listen, this has definitely been a good conversation. Please, share it with a friend, an enemy, a family member, whoever. Tell them to come over, subscribe, and get into this tea. Because Safaree and Erica Mena, we gonna have volumes and volumes of stories to go. Even if it's not coming from him, it's definitely gonna come from her. I'm finna go follow her behind right now on somebody's social media. I don't even like Erica Mena. For real, for real. I think she looks like, you know, a Daffy Duck ass chick. But you know what? Who am I? Who am I to say that? Now she's got the OnlyFans up here. Jesus Christ, Latter-day Saints and the Mormons. Child, this I could give y'all so much tea just from this. Oh, child, I might have to start doing some short upload reactions because the people be getting on my nerve, y'all. I love y'all. Baby, I'm dropping you the back. Love you. Thank you for coming. Appreciate you. Bye. Love y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Would even discuss my looks is insane. I'm a bad bitch. Always been a bad bitch.
People love to use that quote. I'm doing it for the culture. But what culture is that you're talking about? The one that you claim is a hip-hop artist but won't do the research on hip-hop history? Or the one where you disrespect, disconnect, and disregard the founding fathers? But you know what? Whatever it is, it don't even matter. Because as long as I'm alive, I'ma show and prove where this culture came from and what it's really all about.
I got you, my nigga. Yo, hey yo, count to 10 and then come in shooting. Fuck Pete, Silverback, the new Huey Newton. I feel it, it's in the air. White cop with a stare, new judge in a chair. The shit hitting the fan, but me, I'ma be smart and legalize my shit. And I ain't leaving the house without that in my hand. And it ain't only the cops, it's niggas on your block that talk like a little bitch and act like they your man.
Something like Chris Parker, my Uzi weigh a ton. 100 niggas on the track, then you know I'll be the one to tell niggas to suck cock. Run and get a gun, that's OP, new P, probably laying in the sun, probably on the PI. If I call you king, I ain't talk about rap, nigga, that status go to